Hi everyone, today I'm gonna teach you guys how to use the English preposition. Salut mes amis, j'espère que vous allez très bien. Dans cette leçon, nous allons donc voir ensemble comment utiliser le préposition en anglais. Moti na bandeko nyonso boza kolanda nga lelo na kokoach bino to koenseigne bino ndenge nini toutilisaka ba préposition na anglais. Alors, neno bakaso boza mituna botindela nga na osala nyonso tuna répondre bino. Merci mingi. So guys, we're gonna look at we have you see, if you study French, you're gonna understand a little bit. When you look at the part of speech, you're gonna see we got the noun, we got the verb, we got the adjective, we got the conjunction, all those kind of stuff we have it inside, right? Now, the preposition, the way I can put it in French, we say le mot invariable, which means that doesn't change. So preposition don't change. Let's say, for example, I say in, at, from, don't change. Okay. So, for example, you see all these preposition I put here don't change. Okay. Along, to, into, in, from, out of, into. This one, there's two of them. It's okay. And then don't get confused between into and you see one in, to, on, to, by. This one and this is not the same. They don't change. They don't change. Okay. I live in Canada. In don't change. I mean, when we use in doesn't change. Okay. So anyway, English is not my first language. So I used to be an ESL student, and then I decided to teach French, English, and computer language, include the other one. So yeah. So we look at here the same: at, above, between, among, behind, in, below, beside. These one are the preposition. Okay, at, above, between, among, behind, in, below, beside. These one are the preposition. Okay, they don't change. So we have like with, under, in the back of, over, near, in the middle of, on, next. Okay, so with, under, in the back of, over, near, in the middle of, on, next to. Okay, they don't change. We come here, sorry, we come here in some for example, here we can do some exercise. If I say my wife and I eat lunch, blah blah blah, new every day. Steve and Steven eat lunch, blah blah blah, 1 p.m. every day. I eat lunch, blah blah blah, new every day. If I say my wife and I eat lunch from new every day, there's a problem. Steve and Steven eat lunch on blah 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 on 1 p.m. every day. There's a problem. That's the wrong preposition we are using. I eat lunch from new every day. Wrong preposition. Okay, wrong. That preposition is not the right one. So if I say my wife and I eat lunch at new every day, sound right? Yep. Steve and Steven eat lunch at 1 p.m. every day. Yep. I eat lunch at noon every day. They sound right. So in that case, it look like at is the wrong. It's at is the right preposition, right? So we're gonna fill them up. So if we put my wife and I eat lunch at noon every day. Steve and Steven eat lunch at 1 p.m. every day. I eat lunch at noon every day. Right? So we're gonna see the answer to the next one. Yeah. My wife, okay? My wife and I eat lunch at noon every day. Steve and Steven eat lunch at 1 p.m. every day. I eat lunch at noon every day. Okay? So that's the right preposition. So we come here. Your boy is blah, 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 the table. My wife and I got up blah, 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 6 o'clock. Amy, Abby, and Ann start work blah, 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 9:30 a.m. Pindi leaves work blah, 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 9 p.m. So if you take a look, your boy is on the table or under the table. So I give you 3 minutes to think, okay? So I'm just gonna go a little bit back with you, guys. Your boy is okay, at the table. My wife and I got up at 6 o'clock. So Amy, Abby, and Ann start work at 9:30 a.m. Okay. So Pindi leaves work at 6 p.m. Okay. So your boy is at the table. My wife and I got up at 6 o'clock. Amy, Abby, and Ann start work at 9:30 a.m. Hindi leaves work at 6 p.m. Okay? We come here. Steve and Steven are blah 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 the table. The girl is blah 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 the table. Amy is blah 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 to the table. My dog is blah 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 the table. So I'm gonna let you guys do that, and then I give you guys 5 minutes, and then we're gonna put the right answer. Okay? So let's do together. Okay? So so Steve and Steven are behind the table. Okay? So okay. So Steve and Steven are behind the table. Okay. Now go to the next one. The girl is beside. So beside, okay? Beside the table, okay? Amy is next to the table. Okay. My dog is under the table. Okay. So here the right answer. Steve and Steven are behind the table. The girl is beside the table. Amy is next to the table. My dog is under the table. Huh? We come here. Is Canada located Africa or Europe? Amy and Abby sit blah 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 me. Kevin stood blah 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 to US to us. Pindi can stay blah 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 me. Anne and Amy lives blah 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 two large houses. Okay, so we're gonna put the right answer, and then I'm gonna give you guys maybe let's say 6 minutes. Okay, so let's do together. Okay, so when you take a look, is Canada located in Africa or Europe? This one we're gonna put in. Amy and Abby sit in front of me. Okay, so here we're gonna put in. Okay, in front of. Okay, So Abby. So if I write it, let me fix here a little bit. So Amy and Abby sit in front of me. Kevin stood next to me. We take a look. Pindy can stay with me. Anne and Abby live between two large houses. Okay, between. I mean here. Between. Okay. So we're gonna look at the right answer. So is Canada located in Africa or Europe? In is the right answer. Okay, right there. Okay? This is the right answer. This is the one. Okay? Abby. So if you take a look, this one, it's A, right? But it's not Abby. Here is A. Amy and Abby sit in front of me. Okay? Amy and Abby sit in front of me. Kevin stood next to us. This one is not US. USA is not states. No, us. Okay? So Kevin stood next to us. Pindy can stay with me. Anne and Anne and Amy live between two large houses. Okay? We come here. Okay? Kevin and Steve are blah blah blah, the manufacturing. Kevin and Steven are blah blah blah. Amy and Abby are blah 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 in the hospital. Amy and Abby are blah 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 the hospital. Mike and Abby are blah 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 school. Mike and Abby are blah blah blah. So it looks like there's a two preposition we can use here. So if I say Kevin and Steve are at the manufacturing, or Kevin and Steve are at. This look like we're gonna use two preposition here, right? If you take a look, we can use two preposition here. Kevin and Steve are in the manufacturing. Kevin and Steven are at. We can use at. Amy and Abby are in the hospital. Abby, so if I take a look, Amy and Abby are at. Mike and Abby are in school. Sorry. In school. Mike and Abby are in school. Okay. So Kevin and Steve are in the manufacturing. Kevin and Steven are at the manufacturing. And so if you take a look, here we got in, at, in, at, in. Here we use at. Okay? So we can use both of them. So Kevin and Steve are in the manufacturing. Kevin and Steven are at the manufacturing. Amy and Abby are in the manufacturing. Amy and Abby are at the manufacturing. Mike and Abby are in school. Mike and Abby are at school. Okay? So that's the right answer there. Okay? So where are you? Blah blah blah. I am blah 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 China. He he is blah 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 Japan. Your queen is blah 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 Brazil. Nico is blah 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 South Africa. Kim is blah 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 Korea. Stellan is a native blah 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 Russia. So we're gonna put the right answer there, okay? So where are you from? This is a preposition. I am from China. He's from Japan. Your queen is from Brazil. Nico is from South Africa. Kim is from Korea. Stellan is a native. Stellan is a native of Russia. Okay? So here are the right answer. Yeah, so I'm gonna stop here for today. So thank you so much. You guys take care. Bye bye.